They say you can't believe everything you read, and that warning should also apply to things you hear, especially if you were listening to radio disc jockeys Collins and Kennedy this morning. The two jokesters of the airwaves told listeners the new super-secret stealth bomber was about to land in the Quad Cities. It was just a joke, but the trouble is, Juliet Dragas reports, a lot of people took them seriously.
Usually, all you ever see at the Davenport Municipal Airport are small planes like this. But this morning, dozens of people showed up to see this aircraft, America's newest warplane, the Stealth Bomber.
A great day to go out and see the Stealth Bomber at the Davenport Airport out in Mount Joy.
Those are the voices of Power 98.9's Dan Collins and Dan Kennedy, who played a prank on their listeners. The problem is many people believe them.
They just were all parked out there watching, looking for the thing to come in.
Okay, who had the bright idea for this?
Are we in trouble?
Yeah, are we in big trouble?
Him.
No, it's him.
No,
it's all his idea.
It was his fault.
The DJs were only kidding around, and some went right along with the gag. But others took it very seriously.
Power 98.9, hello.
Hi, I'm calling from the Iowa National Guard at the Davenport Airport. He's been in and out of here 3 or 4 times already. The problem
is that right?
You can't see him. He's in the stealth mode.
Power 98.9, hello.
My kids want me to take him out there, and if this is some kind of a joke, I don't want to waste my time. If it's there, I'll go see it. But
well, that's the report we have, that the Stealth Bomber is going to be at the Mount Joy Airport.
The station management didn't think the hoax was so funny after they started receiving irate calls.
Since the station tries to be responsible and we report honestly on things, when something like this happens, I suspended the morning show, Collins and Kennedy, for a day to teach them a lesson. It pays to be honest with your listeners.
When the two DJs go back on the air, they'll be making an apology to their listeners.
So are you going to take the day off and go fishing tomorrow or do something fun?
I bet our boss has something more exciting planned for us.
I think we're going to go snipe hunting.
Julie.
Naughty, naughty. That's all for the early edition of 4 News. See you later. Groundhog Day when
To the most scientific method, how much longer winter will last. Punxsutawney Phil may be the most famous prognosticators, but we've got DJ Dan Collins, who does basically the same thing. Deciding that he can do just as well as a groundhog on this 2nd of February, Collins went down into a manhole, and at 8 o'clock this morning, he emerged to see if the rest of winter will be long or short.
I don't see a shadow. I don't see a shadow anywhere.
For us, that means a shorter winter, and of course, that is just fine by us.
Just dirty snow and sand ground into the street. I wonder how it smelled down there. That's got to be interesting.
You don't want to know.
No.
The official groundhog, though, did see his shadow. So.
He did.
And in North Dakota, if you only had 6 more weeks of winter, you'd be...
Yeah.
I'm Dan Collins.
And Ryan Kelly.
We're the Cool Morning Show.
Join us weekday mornings at 7:10
for Cool 92.7 Cable 1 TV Land Trivia.
Win cool stuff.
Like these official Charlie's Angels sunglasses. Now, which one do I look like?
Do I have the right to remain silent?
But wait, there's more.
There's TV Land bathrobe.
Tune into the Cool Morning Show.
Good times, great oldies, Cool 92.7.
7's Roxana Saberi reports Harrison inspired them with not only his talents, but also his philosophies.
Cool 92.7 remembers George Harrison with a special memorial tribute.
It's a sad moment for music lovers who are learning one more Beatle is gone. 58-year-old George Harrison died yesterday after a long battle with cancer. For Fargo DJ Dan Collins, the news forecasts the end of an amazing era.
You feel a little bit older. You feel a little bit more of a loss, knowing that we're down to 2 Beatles now, and now the loss of George Harrison. So,
a sense of loss expressed by a steady stream of callers.
I grew up with them, and it's really sad to see George go.
Say created music they hope will never die. Roxana Saberi, KVLY News 11.
Rock and roll legend is here in the Hub City tonight. Lead singer of the 60s pop band, Herman's Hermits, started off this morning on the air with Cool 98 Radio. His name was known worldwide when he was only 15. His hits include I'm Into Something Good and There's a Kind of a Hush. Even though Peter has traveled all over the world, Peter Noon that is, he says he always enjoys coming to Lubbock because it's home to some of his musical heroes like Buddy Holly. Noon is performing tonight at 7:30 at the South Plains Fair. Tickets are free, but you have to go pick them up. You can get them at Cool 98 Radio Studios or Ralph's Records.
Dan Collins on Cool 98 to play my version of It's a Kind of Hush, but he didn't do it. All right, now let's go to the first forecast for Wolford's Metro Lubbock area tonight. That's right.
Cool 98, thanks so much. You know, you've been a part of this for a little while along with us, and you've come bearing gifts this year, I see.
Oh, yes, we're here. We have a guitar.
You weren't not just swinging an axe, you got one to play.
This is it right here. Gary Lewis, you know, Jerry's kid, Gary Lewis, had a big band back in the 60s and 70s. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, and we had a big show with him at the South Plains Fair last year, about this time. And
well, we gave away tickets, I think, to that thing when we were down here last year.
We gave away some tickets, and I had this guitar, and I said, hey, would you like to sign this, and we'll give it away MDA next year? And he said, I'm there, you know. So he was more than happy to sign it. So I'm donating it to MDA locally here, and they want to send a couple of kids to camp. Holly says, let's send a couple of kids to camp, and I think that's something like
$1,300, what that would be.
The first person or people or whatever, this guitar is on your wall, signed by Gary Lewis of Gary Lewis and the Playboys. And by the way, I've got this, if you can hone in on that. This is a rundown sheet of all the songs that he played at the South Plains Fair. We had like 10,000 people between two shows last year at the fair. And this is the rundown sheet, and everybody had a wonderful time. So this will also be thrown in for it. We have the Turtles coming in this year, and Three Dog Night down in the Depot District with the street fair. And Cool 98 is going to be a big part of that. And hopefully next year a Three Dog Night or Turtles guitar for you guys, okay?
Well, right now it's Gary Lewis from Gary Lewis and the Playboys, autographed, $1,300. First one who calls in and says, you know what, I want that. I want to send a couple of kids to camp.
It's cool. You want to play some?
Yeah.
You play?
I pretend. If we have some music going in the background, I look really good.
We're not playing, but somebody can play this or put it on their wall, and it's signed by Gary Lewis. And he's probably going to see him on the telethon, too.
Good stuff. Dan, thanks. We certainly appreciate it. Everyone at Cool 98's been terrific.
Okay. It's always nice to help out.
Good deal. Matt, what you got?
Flower today. Since the Atlantic Ocean is so far away, the turkey and trimmings were served in this moving van. The dinner on the Mayflower contest was hosted by Oldies radio station Cool 97. The winners were treated to an early Thanksgiving feast catered by Sunmart Foods.
That's fine with me because I love turkey.
The loser got Thanksgiving dinner on the Titanic, so they're not having a good time today, but they're having a great time here.
Thankfully, the inside of the truck was heated.
Tis this Banks, Dave. Earlier we told you about road...
This morning, what did they come up with? A traffic jam and a little self-promotion. Mel Stone saw it in action, joins us live with the story. Mel?
Yeah, a local radio station and a convenience store decided to lower the price of gasoline about 50 cents a gallon, and apparently people were listening.
It's cool to save money on gasoline. In fact, over 50 cents a gallon, the lowest gasoline prices in the nation. People are buying cameras to take a picture of when the price goes down.
Cool 92.7, the radio station, teamed up with Come and Go to have a 1 hour 92.7 gas sale, kind of a war on high gas prices this morning.
The line will probably be cut off around 10 till, quarter till, to give everybody an opportunity to get in here, and because the line is pretty long.
And I've been waiting since 7 o'clock. But I don't think they should skip in line like that.
Oh, it's only gas. It's only gas.
It's only gas, but it helps everybody.
Oh, listen to the station, the gas price. Oh, I got a 440 cubic inch motor in this car. It's not only gas, it's life or death for this thing.
We knew that when we'd cut off at 8, we had to have a point where we're going to cut off. And we hate to do it because this is such a great deal. You're the last in line. You just made it for the 8 o'clock deadline.
Thanks a lot.
You know, it's time somebody did something about it, so that's why we're doing it.
Yeah, well, do it for the rest of the winter then, not just for a measly hour.
Hey, you know, if this goes over well, you just never know, you know.
So it's hard to say exactly how many cars went through, but they're estimating maybe about 80. It probably would have been more, but it was a little chaotic.
Did I see one that looked like it was being pushed in? Did they run out of gas in line?
No, I think it's called a storm and ice.
Oh, okay. That was the deal. All right.
You are about to enter a new dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of money. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the KFYR Celebrity Games Zone.
I've given away thousands and thousands of dollars in the KFYR 550 Celebrity Game. Join me afternoons from 1 to 6 and pick a letter. If it matches the celebrity, you could win up to $500. Hey, who says money doesn't talk?
Time for the Dan Collins Family Vacation Video.
8 Mountain Time. This is the Meyer Television Network.
Good morning. Welcome to Country Morning. It is Monday, the 25th of August. And on Farm News this morning, we're going to talk about the corn and bean crops in this country, about the Durham situation, too, and we'll meet the new director of the Carrington Research Extension Center. Good morning, everybody. Hope your weekend went well. I'm Al Gustin, and Mark Armstrong is here, and Dan Collins is here. Phil's still off for this week.
No, he's back on Wednesday.
Yeah, back
No,
on
I'll
Wednesday.
be leaving Thursday.
Yeah.
So.
And you're gone for what, 2 weeks?
Well, just Thursday, Friday, and then next week.
Yeah.
Off to Alaska.
Boy, I tell
To Alaska.
You're going to Alaska?
Yes, you know, and there was a time here about, well, a week or so ago, and I thought, I don't know if I want to go to Alaska. But after these last few days, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You think it might be a little bit cooler there?
Well, it
always
usually
is,
usually is. Although Fairbanks gets to 100.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Fairbanks is like we are. You know,
Right.
when you're inland,
Yeah.
like they are, it gets real cold and real hot. It's the folks along the shores that have the better weather.
You call it baked Alaska.
I think so.
Yeah.
Frozen.
It could be better, but I mean, it's Anchorage kind of cloudy and rainy. It's
Yeah,
kinda like
yeah,
Oregon
but
weather, yeah.
right, exactly. Yeah, but
Marine air.
so looking forward to that. Yeah, we leave Thursday morning and gone for all next week. So.
And is it true that daylight pretty much all day out there?
Well, no. I mean, in parts of Alaska, up in the northern part of Alaska, they have night for a long time and then they have day for a long time. But even in Anchorage, I mean, the sun goes down late and at this time of the year, but they're pushing fall. I'm sure we'll see leaves turning up there.
Segment.
Yes.
I show my toonie.
Okay.
If you watched last week, you know we heard about the toonie all week.
Don't have the foggiest.
Well, come on, you're in the agribusiness. You know what a toonie is.
No, I don't.
I'm sure you've seen many a toonie.
No, I don't think so. All right, but we will later.
The other interesting story is those 1 hour lates next year are going to catch up on these schools.
I think about 24 minutes past, and Dan's going to show us some vacation video. Where'd you go?
We went everywhere. We went to Canada. We went to up in the Glacier National Park and went to Yellowstone and down through Utah. I'm going to show you a little bit of Utah today.
Okay.
Moab, Utah. We'll do that in just a few minutes. But, you know, I've been talking about this for quite a while now, and I think it's time to show my toonie. Not quite yet. Don't put it up there yet because I want to ask you. You don't have no idea what a toonie is, right?
No, I know what a cartoonie is.
A cartoonie? Sure.
Yeah.
I bet there are people in our listening audience that have owned a toonie that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Probably.
Okay.
It's not
All
me,
right,
though.
put it up there. Let's take a look at the toonie, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. That's the toonie on the right. That's a loonie on the left.
Okay.
It's a Canadian dollar coin is called a loonie.
Right.
And the Canadian $2 coin is called a toonie. Isn't Canada a cute country?
There's the back of it, huh?
That's just cute. Yeah, you've got a bear on the toonie there, and you've got the loonie, of course. You got the loon.
That's why it's called a loonie.
That's why it's called a loonie and a
So
toonie.
the other one should be called a berry.
I guess there's two of them would make them a toonie instead of a loonie.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it, and we got that in change, and I guess I'm going to keep a hold of that till the next time we get up to Canada.
At least what you got 3 Canadian, about $1.50, right?
Something like that. Yeah, whatever the rate of exchange is, it isn't worth much. Except
it's always bad whichever way you're going.
Yeah, right.
Except it's a great opening line to say, "Hey, you want to see my toonie?" It's just anyway. You want to go to the video? You want to go to some of Moab, Moab, Utah? This is Moab, Utah. Wacky rock formations. It's just beautiful stuff there. Ever been there? Ever been down to Utah?
Yes.
Not I, but Mark has.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. As we look at it, there, strange rock formations. You see this on television sometimes. You know?
Wild West shots.
Exactly. Beautiful stuff. I love the desert.
Wouldn't make much pasture or cropland, though.
No. But it was, you know, in the old days, the Anasazi Indians liked it. Nobody could find them up there.
This is called Windows. The window. It's
you drive through the window. Huh?
We're driving through the window. Yeah.
There it is. They make that for the road, or was it there?
Gonna swallow us.
Yeah.
And people actually, you can see them there. They actually walk in through the hole in the rock. Yeah, yeah. And it's much bigger than you think. Take a look at that.
That's a big rock.
Huge. And I guess the.
Oh, you don't actually drive through this one. Huh?
No, you don't drive through it. No, you just walk through it. And of course, the wind blows through there, and the formation of the rock is such that all kinds of strange shapes can happen. It's very rough.
This is the interstate there?
No, this is a 4x4 road that we got off on. It's very rough. You can see.
Are we lost?
Oh, she's got us upside down.
Yeah, my wife's driving. It got very.
That's a really steep road.
Very hair-raising for a moment.
Neat rock.
It is.
And of course, the dogs are enjoying the whole thing there. It looks like the Mike Tyson thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, we ran into a couple of hair-raising incidents, and well, I think this is the first one you're going to see right here.
Look out, turn, oh, look out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that was close.
Very close, yeah.
Your wife driving again?
Yeah, she's driving again.
Yeah, that was scary. Hit a mountain, look out.
Here she goes again.
Oh, boy. Man, oh man!
Those roads, they twist, they turn, and the dog was very scared. As you can hear, the dog was panting. So, but we made it out okay. Everything is just fine, and that's just some of Moab, Utah.
Moab, Utah.
They do a lot of off-roading there, and they have some I don't know, some jamborees where people go with their 4x4 vehicles, and it's
you didn't
just a
enter
lot of
any
fun.
of those, huh?
No, we didn't enter any of those.
Okay.
Because we don't want to bruise the 4x4 too much. But we did go on a couple of off-road things, and it's always fun. We love the scenery there.
Yeah.
It is pretty country.
It is dry.
Tomorrow we have animals, you said.
We have animals. The Furry Scurry is coming up this weekend, and we're going to talk about that with the Central Dakota Humane Society.
Okay, we'll see you then. Have a good day, everybody.
Menards has thousands of bright ideas for your